everyone, thanks for joining me. Joining me on my set today is Miles and Raishel. Hey guys, I hope you don't mind. I have a few questions for you.
Not at all.
How did you meet at Gallifrey 1?
Well, it was both of our first Doctor Who conventions
That's
ever.
right. It's true.
We were there with different people, and the people we were there with were friends with each other, and they introduced us, and we spent the night talking, and we went and watched Asylum of the Daleks.
And I brought candy to her room.
Yes.
I didn't want most of the candy that was in there. I brought that for my group, and I ended up leaving the bucket of candy with Raishel. 3 months later, I happened to find Raishel on a dating website, and I recognized her, and we got talking, and eventually I asked her out, and she said, yeah, well, if we meet, I can return to you the candy bucket that you left in my room, which I'd completely forgotten about.
And had been in my car for 3 months.
How did you become boyfriend and girlfriend?
We started talking online. We talked about Doctor Who and some other stuff, and we went on a date for frozen yogurt, and we went on a few dates, and then he went to New York for a couple of weeks to visit his family, and when he came back, we decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
How did Miles propose to you?
Well, we talked a little bit about getting married, and one morning she had just come out of the shower and her hair was wet and I was still in my pajamas, and she said that she felt better about the possibility of us getting married, and I said, well, would you want to wait until I had a ring to propose to you with, or not? And she said, I'd rather have a ring. I said, okay, well, if I'd had a ring, I would have just gone ahead and proposed to you now.
And so I was like, okay, fine, then just go ahead and ask me.
And I did.
He did.
What kind of pajamas were you wearing?
I think it may in fact have been a Doctor Who t-shirt.
So, I hear you're gonna have a Doctor Who wedding.
Yes, we are.
What are you gonna have?
Well, we've got a lot of stuff. We're getting a TARDIS built, and so we're going to stand in front of the TARDIS. And then Isaac Pierce from Time and Space Cosplay is going to be one of our co-officiants, just as the 10th Doctor. And then we are going to be time traveling back to ancient Greece for our reception, and we're getting this cool green screen photo booth where people can take pictures with ancient Greek backdrops and like sci-fi backdrops and all sorts of stuff.
We've asked the florist to have the rose petals spell out "Bad Wolf" down the aisle, and when we walk down the aisle, the music from Journey's End will be playing in the background when they're towing the Earth back to the solar system.
Are you expecting some Daleks or Cyberman to come?
We actually are expecting a Dalek. Hopefully the Dalek will be arriving at our wedding and going down the aisle.
We might have him, it's a celebrate.
Will K9 be your ring bearer?
Unfortunately not, although that is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Where are you taking the TARDIS for your honeymoon?
We're going to take a trip to the UK. We're going to visit Cardiff, London, Torquay, and Bath.
Yeah, we're going to go and see a lot of Doctor Who stuff while we're there.
Yeah.
So tell me about your cool, interesting Doctor Who invitations.
Well, for our wedding invitations, the paper had Gallifreyan writing on it, and we used TARDIS blue envelopes, and we labeled all of them on the back 1 through 4, just like the Doctor did when he asked all of his companions to come meet him in Utah.
Now that is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Raishel and Miles, have a wonderful wedding, and thanks for joining me on my set today.
Thank you so much.
And maybe we'll see you at the next Gallifrey one.
I hope
We
so.
hope so.
Yeah. See you next time.